All right, you guys. If you guys haven't heard today, there's lots of stuff going on in the world. I'm gonna make this video quick. The Georgia Guidestones actually took some damage today. Now, you can see it on social media. I read articles and read some comments. They're trying to blame conspiracy theorists, especially the term right wing, but we know it's the same damn wings on the same evil, toxic, corrupt bird. So I don't want to hear all that, all right wing and left wing stuff. According to some comments that I've read on some websites, from people that live close by in Georgia, these things were erected in 1980 in Albert, Georgia, and some of the comments I've been reading and hearing about were saying that somebody that lived close by actually felt their house shake early in the morning, so they believe that's when it happened and stuff like that. Now, who destroyed them? Who wants them destroyed? And in the first place, well, who erected them to begin with? Who built them to begin with? And what do they say? They say, in I think 6 different languages, to maintain, I guarantee you, all caucus white people languages, I guarantee you, it says keep the population below 500 million. And who pushes that? Who's the type of nation that pushes population control, and the world is overpopulated and there's not enough room left, or there's not enough resources? We all know who pushes that, and it's a complete lie. It's unbiblical. It's wicked. We all know who does it. But why and who erected them in the first place? I don't know if it was some Masonic fraternity that somehow had a dream or had some vision for this process where they were able to destroy over 500 or destroy billions and billions of people. And we've already done the research. How many millionaires are there in America alone? How many billionaires are there worldwide? The numbers don't add up. And 2, what are you going to do with all the bodies after you kill them? And how are you going to kill them? It just doesn't make any sense. It's the same thing with CERN. It's the same thing with all these other things. Now, this is on top of Creflo Dollar coming out and admitting that the churches, not just him, because we know it's all the churches, have been fucking us over with tithe money. Now, you should have known that for a long time now. The church is not an actual building. It's a body, and it's not the body of the Caucasian Christian church or the Roman Catholic Church, and it's never been. This is coming off on top of a U.S. veteran coming out and going viral for crying, and this old little white dude absolutely distraught that America is not in the state that it used to be, and his blessing has been taken away, and that people can't experience what he's experienced, and that he's looking around and seeing just awful things happen. Awful meaning that they're losing their power. These people have reversed Roe versus Wade because of their population and because their numbers are dwindling to an insane amount. Their women are running through the streets begging to destroy and not give birth. They're running around just begging, absolutely begging, screaming at the top of their lungs, let us destroy our babies. They have the highest death rates from heroin, from fentanyl, from all these things that they put in our communities to destroy us. Like during the crack epidemic, they're getting destroyed more than the crack epidemic could even come close to destroying us. The agendas that they push worldwide, the LGBTQRXWYZ agenda, their kids are the one that are sucking that up, and they can't decide if they're a paperclip, and they can't decide if they're a palm tree or a cloud, and on top of that, they don't want to have babies. So the curses have fully switched over onto them. You've built your nation on blood. You've built your nation on graveyards upon graveyards. Your cup is running over. Your cup is overfloweth with blood, and your time to pay is now. It's been time to just step down as leaders, and as this nation, as the #1 country in the world. It's been like that for a long time, but you guys have just quietly hid it. You've stolen history. You've stolen countless history. You've switched titles around. You've stolen the title of native, which I'm going to be working on a video about who the true natives are, and which is coming out right now, and your little buddies. Now, don't get this wrong. The $5 Indian is not just a term for a white dude running around in an Indian costume. There's lots of people that are just straight up Mongolian that are claiming to be natives to this country that technically have been here, but they weren't here before us. They were never here before us. They came before the white man, but they came way after us. So they're somewhere in the middle, and the white man has been business partners with them for how long? So you've stolen titles, you've stolen history, you've rewritten history on several different accounts. You won't admit who the ancients are of different lands. You've written yourself into places where you've never been. You've moved artifacts. You've touched graves. On top of that, let's not even get into how many natives you killed and the true depictions of the natives and the actual quote-unquote Negroes / blacks that you call us and tell us to go by now. You've just done so much wickedness, and now it's coming home to roost. And now you have your grandchildren from since this started, and they're saying, what's going on? I'm now not able to experience the blessing that my grandfather was able to experience. My grandparents walked around with their hands, and my grandfathers walked around with their heads held high, stepping on the necks of any dark-skinned person they came across and destroying them and just doing whatever they want worldwide. That's because you were in your blessing and we were in our curses, and it's ended. And now you guys are reversing all your decisions. Roe versus Wade is now saying, we don't want you killing our babies anymore. We don't have the manpower to even win a war, even win a small war if one started. So we can't have you women out here just going and destroying babies relentlessly and ceaselessly, and just for nothing. And now you're just seeing it crumble, and everything around you is you're just taking a deep breath, you're taking a slow look around, and you're saying, wow, this is really happening to them. This is really happening in real life. This is happening in my generation. We need to start doing our jobs as melanated folks, or if you know who you are, the people of a certain nation. We have woken up, and we are on level 2A. The teachers that we've got put in front of us from the Most High, who's blessed them with knowledge, wisdom, and books, they're cranking it up, and they're asking us to take another step up. So outside of just looking on and looking outward and saying, ha ha ha, look at you, your guys are falling apart, there's a lot more stuff that we can be doing. The Georgia Guidestones, I'm gonna go with they probably destroyed it themselves, because they don't want, they're clearing house right now. They know they're going to be in trouble for a lot of stuff that they've done and a lot of stuff that they have, and they're now looking out in the stars. You can't stop the prophecies. You can't stop the stars. You can't even fly to the stars like you guys claim that you have. So how are you going to stop prophecies when the stars tell us that your time is up, that your time is up? You can't avoid the curses. We tried to avoid the curses. Our ancestors tried to avoid the curses. It's not about, I'm not racist. My grandfather never did anything. Well, I'm not racist. I don't hate black people. My family, I can't look back at my family and see anything racist that we've done. It's not just about us. You guys have destroyed your business partners, the Arabs. You guys have gone over to the Middle East and wrecked shop over there. You guys have done funny business all around the world, and people are now looking at you. And you don't even have any friends anymore. You don't have any friends. It was different when you were the dude on the block with a gun, and nobody else had one, and everybody else had pocket knives. But now everybody else has a gun, and they're in their basement creating even newer and better guns that you've never seen before in your life. And yes, they have your name written on it. So the Georgia Guidestones, on top of everything else that's going on, with the video of the old white veteran crying, and on top of the video of a Creflo Dollar, it's just like, damn, there's really stuff going on out here. You need to stay repentant, you need to stay humble, and you need to stay prayed up. You need to stay in your books, you need to stay in your Bible. You need to stay studying, and you need to stay contributing to this work, and don't steal people's information. If you watch videos on YouTube, do your job and watch it and say thank you, but then go do your own research on it and see what else you can bring out. I'm an artist. My job is to illustrate biblically accurate pictures of what's going on in the Bible, because every time you go on Google and you look up a picture of Moses, you see a video of or a picture of a white person. So what I'm doing is I'm spending my time drawing actual figures that look like us, and I'm doing it for people, and I'm blessing the nation. On top of that, I have a small little YouTube going on here. I did a video on Rahab. I did a video on the Shamir worm. I've done a video on just topics that should be special to us and make us think. So ignore what's going on. This is some happy, funny news, but like I said, I truly believe that they just destroyed this themselves. Why not? Like, who else would destroy this? What group of Republicans is out here destroying anything outside of not having Donald Trump get into the White House? That is the only reason that they were called to come and destroy, or unless there's a Black Lives Matter rally somewhere, then they'll grab their weapons and pop out. But other than that, you guys don't do anything for shit. So who really had the guts and the gumption and the gun-ho to go and blow up half of the Georgia Guidestones? They did. The same people that erected it. They're like, uh-oh, we should probably take this down. Like, we're getting destroyed out here. We are getting destroyed. So all praises to the Most High. Stay repentant, stay humble. Pray for our leaders, pray for our teachers, pray for yourself, and pray for your family. Shalom.